On today's Disney Roundup, a Harmonious Barge catches on fire in World Showcase Lagoon, where you can have Thanksgiving dinner at Walt Disney World, and Blizzard Beach is announced to reopen with Frozen theming. I have all that and more for you coming up right here on the DRU.
To infinity and beyond!
I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me.
Hey everyone, Jeff here, and welcome to the Disney Roundup, where I bring you up to date with all the latest Disney and Disney Parks news each and every single week. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. Starting with Parks news this week, over this past week in World Showcase Lagoon, a Harmonious Barge caught on fire. This past Friday, following the showing of Harmonious, fire and smoke was spotted coming from one of the barges. Originally, it appeared that the fire was coming from one of the multimedia, otherwise known as taco barges, but it was then later confirmed to be coming from a pyro barge instead. Disney also confirmed following the incident that a fireworks launch platform had contained a fire after Friday's show and was extinguished. The fire seemed to not have an impact on the show as Harmonious was performed the next night. Reminder, as announced at the D23 Expo, Parks Chairman Josh D'Amaro said that a new nighttime show will be coming to EPCOT next year. No further details on the show have been announced since the announcement, including if the show will keep those barges. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned though, and I'll let you know of any news that's announced for EPCOT's new nighttime show coming next year. Making its return to Walt Disney World, Fantasmic will be back at Hollywood Studios starting next week. Following the announcement Disney made saying that Fantasmic would return to Hollywood Studios next month, last week they announced the official return date for the nighttime show will be Thursday, November 3rd. When the show returns, it will feature new scenes and sequences, including a new hero sequence with Aladdin, Elsa singing Show Yourself, and moments with Pocahontas, Moana, and Mulan. During its extended closure, Disney has said that they've taken this time to upgrade the lasers, the lighting, the sound, all to bring the show back even more beautiful than it's ever been. Showtimes have been posted for Fantasmic, with there being two showings its returning weekend at 8 and 9:30 p.m., 8 p.m. from November 8th to the 13th, and 9 p.m. from November 14th to December 31st. Be aware though, there will be no performance on Sunday, December 4th. Dining packages for Fantasmic can also be purchased starting today for performances November 30th and beyond. Participating restaurants for this are currently 50's Primetime Cafe, Hollywood and Vine, Mama Melrose's, Sci-Fi Dine-In, and the Hollywood Brown Derby. You can pick up your seating voucher for Fantasmic at the time of your meal. Seating at Hollywood Hills Amphitheater begins 90 minutes prior to the showtime, and you must arrive at least 25 minutes prior to showtime to be seated in the reserved section. After months of being closed for refurbishment, Disney has announced when Blizzard Beach will reopen and that it will have new theming. Disney has announced that Blizzard Beach will reopen Sunday, November 13th and will have additions of Frozen theming. The new Frozen features will be part of the kid-sized Thrills of Tyke's Peak in the statuettes of Olaf and his Snoggy pals in the warm wading pool, as well as Anna and Elsa's Igloo Castle. The water park, which features heated water throughout the park, will also have an enhanced holiday atmosphere. This year there will be a limited time holiday offerings through December 31st that include holiday themed treats, snowfall, and festive inner tubes. Guests can even meet a tropical dress Santa. The food and beverage options will also be a huge draw for guests, again including Frozen themed menu items. Also, with Blizzard Beach reopening on the 13th, Typhoon Lagoon will be closing the day prior on November 12th for refurbishment with no projected time for return. After recently being cut to one showing per day, the Festival of Fantasy Parade will begin 2 daily shows starting next month. Now showing on the Walt Disney World calendar, select dates in November and going into December have the Festival of Fantasy Parade listed back to 2 daily performances. November 8th through the 11th lists showtimes for the parade at 12 and 3 p.m., as well as November 14th through December 3rd. Performance times are currently posted for the parade all the way to December 3rd, but with high attendance expected during the holiday season, I would also expect 2 showings a day until Christmas week, when they'll most likely switch to Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Christmastime for day guests. Guests visiting Magic Kingdom prior and after Christmas Day, be aware that Minnie's Wonderful Christmastime fireworks will be shown instead of Enchantment. Disney has announced Minnie's Wonderful Christmastime fireworks will be shown the week of Christmas instead of Disney Enchantment. Day guests at the Magic Kingdom will get to see Minnie's Wonderful Christmastime fireworks from December 23rd to December 29th at 8:15 p.m. each night, where you would normally only get to see the show if you attend Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. New Year's Eve fireworks are then scheduled to take place December 30th and 31st, then Enchantment is currently scheduled to return on New Year's Day. Now on outside the parks news, with there just being a month until Thanksgiving, Disney has posted where you can have Thanksgiving dinner at Walt Disney World. Thanksgiving Day dinners, which are said to include roasted turkey, cornbread stuffing, mashed potatoes with turkey gravy, seasonal vegetables, and cranberry relish, will be served at resorts around property, including the All-Stars, Pop Century and Art of Animation, Caribbean Beach, the Polynesian Wilderness Lodge, and others. At EPCOT, restaurants serving include American Holiday Table, Beer Garden, Coral Reef, Garden Grill, A Cellier, Refreshment Ports, and Sunshine Seasons. At Hollywood Studios, the Brown Derby, Hollywood and Vine, and 50s Primetime Cafe, and at Animal Kingdom, Restaurantosaurus, Satuli Canteen, Tiffin's, and Tusker House. And select locations at Disney Springs, including CityWorks, Planet Hollywood, Wine Bar George, and others. A list of locations at Magic Kingdom was not included at this time, although Liberty Tree Tavern and other locations will most likely be serving some sort of Thanksgiving meal. Do note as well, Thanksgiving meals will only be served at most of these spots on November 24th. If you'd like to look at all the details and locations on where you can have Thanksgiving at Walt Disney World this year, I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. Now into company news, coming early next year from Marvel Studios, they have released the first official trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania officially kicks off Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where Scott Lang and Hope Van Dyne return to continue their adventures as Ant-Man and the Wasp. Together with Hope's parents, Hank Pym and Jeanette Van Dyne, the family finds themselves exploring the quantum realm, interacting with strange new creatures, embarking on an adventure that will push them beyond the limits of what they thought was possible. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania comes to theaters February 17th of 2023, and if you'd like to check out that trailer, I will leave a link to that in the description down below. Alright everyone, well that's all you for this week's episode of the Disney Roundup. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to hit that like button for me, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to receive the Disney Roundup each and every single week. That's all you for this week, and until next time, we'll see you on the DRU.